I'm with the Blue Mountains for Assange group. This is my son, and I've been reading Nils Melzer's book, The Trial of Julian Assange. And if everybody would just read that book, they would realise the scam and the smear campaign that has been perpetrated for so long against Julian Assange to make him look like he's not worth saving. I'm sorry, his freedom of speech is crucial. He has revealed the truth about their war crimes, the war crimes by the USA and the UK. All he's done is revealed the war crimes which were presented to him by Chelsea Manning. And then the New York papers, they all published the same information which he is in jail for revealing. It doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so Julian Assange,
press.
Yes, freedom of the press, freedom of our speech is under threat. And it's just as important to release Julian Assange as it was to release Nelson Mandela. For the same reasons, human rights, freedom of speech, and the right to live in peace and harmony with other people. For God's sake, release Julian Assange, now.
Yes, release Julian Assange. Power to the people.
Yes, well, that's the only power there should be. Free Julian Assange, right to your local PM, right to the Prime Minister.
Wake them up. I'll read anything. Sign the petition, madam.
Free my boy Julian.
Oh, thanks. I'll give you a third one.
Free my boy Julian.
He's in prison for revealing war crimes. Not only what the US did, what Australia did. Being in prison for it. Free Julian Assange. Only one decision. No extradition. There is only one decision. No extradition. Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange. Our mate. Julian Assange. Inmate. Our mate. Julian Assange.
Free Julian!
Free Julian Assange. Thank No, you've got to free up Julian.
Free the truth. Free the truth.
Free Julian Assange.
Dame Vivian Westwood passed away the other day. She was a very staunch and active supporter of Julian and a very close friend. Her dying wish was for Julian to be allowed to attend her funeral. But in one further act of the, quote, UK authorities, unquote, act of bastardry, they denied that woman's request, that dame of the British Empire. They denied her request. We have reached the bottom of the barrel. Truly inhuman behaviour from the, quote, British authorities, unquote. I put it in quotes because I don't give them my authority.
Quite appropriate. When I was young, seemed that life was so wonderful. America, that it was beautiful, magical, and all the birds and trees, they'd be singing so happily, joyfully, oh playfully, watching me. to teach me how to be logical, responsible, practical, responsible. I said, watch what you say, or they'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, fanatical, a criminal. Please tell me who I am. I'm Julian Assange, yeah, who I am. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Well, you can stand me up on the gates of hell, but I won't back down. I will stand my ground. I won't be turned around. In this political world that keeps pushing us around, I won't
Thank you very much. There's 3 petitions there. Sign them. Thank you very much. Free Julian Assange. I got one.
Some wonderful people here going to say a few words about the current situation about Julian Assange being locked in prison, despite the fact he's done nothing wrong. He's just been put in prison as a political prisoner. Are we going to allow our politicians to get away with this? They throw Assange in prison because they don't like the colour of his face. They'll do it to you, and they'll do it to your children. And that's why we're here. It's not just about Julian, it's about all of us, and about getting some semblance of justice on this planet. To promote the fact he's a rapist when it was a total lie. A total lie. That's what they'll stoop to, these people. They put people in prison, they cancel them. They ban you from the internet and from posting things with your friends. If we don't have free speech, we have nothing. Nothing. It underpins all manner of humanity and human decency and democracy and justice. To silence free speech and protect lies from any question or debate is absolutely wicked, and it's incredibly dangerous.
Totalitarian regime.
Unelected officials have decided that he should be held in jail indefinitely and denied his habeas corpus rights. His legal papers have been stolen, he's been spied on, he's been lied about. The criminality that has existed around this man is now fully documented and been revealed for the whole world to see. And guess what? There's nothing. They spied on him for 7 years in the Ecuadorian embassy. And the worst thing they caught him doing was mucking around on a skateboard. Our legal system is a fraud. The Westminster legal system is not presuming his innocence, it's presuming his guilt. We have a right to know what our government is doing and not doing, and doing against our will, and what they're doing with our tax dollars. These endless wars, and all they serve is the military-industrial complex. I mean, this is a gang of thieves. This is about a transfer of wealth from the taxpayer to the military-industrial complex. Your opinions, even if you think Julian's done the wrong thing, we want to debate it. We want to know what you think.
Thank you.
And Llama Land, there's a one-man band, and into his foot fighting. Come fly with me, let's take off the blue. Once I get you up there, it's down to tell me, babe. Well, it's perfect for a flying honeymoon. Once I get you up there, we'll just climb. Oh. With a twinkling of an eye, and I told you that I love you. It's Jack! Get out here! We're going to try and bring attention to our political masters, that we want them to do something right and stand up for the rights of an Australian citizen. We believe has been very wrongfully held in Belmarsh. We should not be dropping bombs on people anymore in 2023. Please come and join us. We really need 1 million people on the street. There should be a plebiscite on this matter. If they want to do the right thing, well, let us vote on it or something.
Hi folks, welcome to the 164th week of Julian Assange town hall gatherings. We are here once again to raise awareness about Julian Assange. We all need to know the fact that Julian is completely innocent and that his persecution has come about because key members of the government, judiciary and media are in the process of preventing the wider public from fully realising that the system that governs us is corrupt and undemocratic. Julian Assange set up WikiLeaks in 2006 to publish public interest information so that we, the people, would be able to use the information to hold governments and other powerful entities to account. For more than 10 years, Julian was intimately involved in publishing information which revealed the shocking reality of how the military, diplomats, intelligence, politicians, and media are involved in dishonest and undemocratic activities. Julian's publishing has upset those who profit from the corruption. In an honest and democratic world, the exposure of the truth would be expected to lead to an overhauling of the corrupted systems. But in this case, governments and media have doubled down on the wrongdoing and have collectively scapegoated and persecuted Julian to allow the corruption to continue. Politicians and media work collectively to distract people from seeing the crooked reality Julian's publications have revealed. The corruption is obvious to anyone willing to recognise the truth. Our governments and the media are engaged in damage control. They spin the truth to imply the lie that Julian did something wrong. But the reality is that everything Julian did was legal and ethical. He is absolutely innocent. The lies of governments and media are untenable. People are waking up, but we need more people to wake up if we are going to prevent all of the awful harms that continue to occur because of endemic corruption. We all need to help. We all need to be engaged. We all need to fight the corruption of democracy and help free Julian Assange. Free, free. Free, free. Free, free. There is only one decision. There is absolutely only one decision. Inmate Julian Assange. Thank you.
So how many people? Free Assange!
City lights, summer's on, birds in the southern sky, headed for the sun. Take me to the April sun, take me to the April sun.
Want to say free Assange on camera?
Sorry?
You want to say free Assange on camera?
Of course, free Assange today.
Yay!
Thank you.
They're funding weapons
It's Friday the 13th. It's my lucky day. A lot of people think Friday the 13th is an unlucky day, but I see it as a lucky day. And I see that people are waking up at an ever-increasing rate to the travesty of justice that Julian Assange represents. And I might remind you that it's not just a travesty of justice against Julian Assange, it's a travesty of justice against all of us. Because in our free speech, democratic society, we have this right to know the truth. Julian is bringing us the truth, and we have a right to know it. And those people that are trying to stop that truth coming through from Julian are criminals, anti-democratic, and we must expose them, and we must put them behind bars and replace them with people who will act in our interest and the interests of humanity at large. And those interests are to live in a peaceful world. As John Lennon once said, let's give peace a chance. And we are not going to rest until we have the criminals who are holding Julian behind bars and Julian free. Then we can go home and rest. But until then, we are coming out here on Town Hall steps every Friday at 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. to raise awareness and to encourage you all to stand with Julian for all of us, for humanity, for peace and prosperity. Thank you. Inmate
Our mate.
Julian Assange.
Inmate.
Our mate.
Julian Assange.
Free, free,
Julian Assange.
free, free.
Julian Assange.
Only one decision.
No extradition.
There is only one decision.
No extradition.
There is only one decision.
No extradition.
Free, free. Free, free. Free, free. Thank you.
You go over the creek at Fairy, I think it's called Fairy Rent Creek.
What is the latest actually?
Somebody's got
It's always a break.
Just for fun, riding our bikes in everyday sun. Who says, young man, you are the one? Pack our bags for our kingdom come. Kids played at great southern lands, living life where time began. Big shovel shack had not do. We saw their plans from our room. And if we played like this, and we sing it like that, then maybe the chords will bring it back. Oh, but no, 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 that won't bring him home. So bring him home. As Henriette did Anne Boleyn, knocking in a tower in London, and all of the horses and all of the men cannot put their lives together again. And if we play it like this, and we sing it like that, then maybe the chords will bring him back. Oh, but no, 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 that won't bring him home. So bring him home. So we gather our hearts, and we gather our tears, and we gather our thoughts, face down our fears. We gather on the street, year after year. Love will bring him home. Love will bring him home. Chin up, lad. you come this far, don't stop digging, know who you are. Conviction is what made us great. The more we love, the less they hate. So we gather our hearts, and we gather our tears, and we gather our thoughts, face down our fears, and we gather on the street, year after year. Love will bring him home. Love will bring him home. The future be bright. God give it strength, yeah. God hold you tight. Can you hear the birds sing, yeah? Can you hear the breeze ring? And we'll all be together forever, never, 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 sovereign free. So we gather our hearts, and we gather our thoughts, and we gather our fears, and based on our fears, and we gather on the street, year after year. Love will bring him home. Love will bring him home. Bring him home, Sydney, bring him home. Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange.